Imagine you are floating in perfect silence. No sound, no wind, just the cold, infinite dark of space, stretched out in every direction. And then you see it. Something ahead that shouldn't exist. A circle of absolute nothing, carved into the stars like a wound in reality itself. It isn't moving toward you. You are moving toward it. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you fire your engines, point your ship, or scream into the void, you are already gone. You just don't know it yet. From a distance, it looks almost beautiful. The black hole sits at the center of a glowing ring of light, orange, gold, white. A halo of superheated gas spinning so fast it blurs into a perfect circle, like a crown, like something sacred. Scientists call it an accretion disk, but standing here, you'd call it the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen. The kind of sight that makes you feel like the universe built something just for you to witness. But something is wrong. That light isn't just beautiful. It's screaming. Every photon in that ring is gas and dust and debris being torn apart, compressed, and heated to millions of degrees. Material that used to be planets, stars, entire solar systems, now nothing more than a glowing funeral procession circling the drain. And you are next in line. There is a boundary around every black hole. You cannot see it. It has no wall, no fence, no warning sign. But the moment you cross it, the laws of physics, every rule the universe has ever followed, quietly stop applying to you. This is the event horizon. And here is the terrifying part. You won't feel it when you pass through. No alarm goes off. No force pushes back. You will simply cross an invisible line in space, and from that moment forward, returning home becomes not just impossible. It becomes geometrically forbidden. Like trying to walk north of the North Pole. The direction simply doesn't exist anymore. Every path, forward, backward, sideways, they all lead inward, deeper, toward the center. But here's the problem. You're still alive. Fully conscious, you can still breathe, think, feel fear. And you have time to understand exactly what's about to happen to you. Let's talk about what the gravity actually does to a human body. Gravity doesn't pull everything equally. It pulls harder on things that are closer. Stand on Earth, and the difference between the gravity pulling your head versus your feet is so tiny you'll never notice it. But near a black hole, that difference becomes a death sentence. The tidal forces, the stretching effect, grow so extreme that your body becomes a battlefield between two opposing poles. Your feet, closer to the singularity, are yanked downward with a force astronomically stronger than the pull on your head. You don't explode. You stretch. Slowly, horribly, impossibly, you are pulled into a long, thin ribbon of matter, still living, still conscious for some of it, until the forces become so violent that your atoms themselves are drawn apart. Scientists actually call this process spaghettification. The word sounds almost funny. The reality is the most violent death the universe is capable of delivering. But it gets worse. If someone watched you fall in, a friend, a rescue ship, anyone, they would never see you die. They would watch you slow down as you approached the event horizon. your movements becoming sluggish, your signals stretching out, red shifting toward invisibility. You would appear to freeze at the edge, suspended in time, like a photograph, for billions of years, long after the stars burn out and the universe goes cold and dark. You would still appear to be hovering at the threshold, motionless, eternal, unreachable. From inside, you experience something entirely different. Time compresses. The universe outside accelerates. If you could look back, which you can't, you would watch billions of years of cosmic history flash past in moments. Galaxies would form and die in seconds. Everything you ever loved would age into dust before you could blink. This is not a metaphor. This is what Einstein's equations actually predict. Time is not a constant. Near a black hole, time becomes elastic, and gravity stretches it the same way it stretches matter. And this is where things change. At the center of the black hole lies the singularity, a point of infinite density, infinite gravity, a place where every equation we have, every physical law we've ever written, every model we've built to understand the universe, they all divide by zero. They break. They stop producing answers. We don't know what happens there. Not we haven't figured it out yet. We mean the mathematics itself refuses to tell us. The singularity is a place where physics ends, where the universe stops making sense, where matter, energy, space, and time all collapse into something that has no name because no language was built for it. In 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope captured the first real image of a black hole, M87, a monster 6.5 billion times the mass of our Sun, 55 million light-years away. Looking at that image felt like staring into a drain at the bottom of reality. And that's one of the small ones. At the center of our own galaxy sits Sagittarius A, 4 million solar masses of compressed nothing, waiting in the dark, like something that has always been there and always will be. But that's not even the worst part. Stephen Hawking discovered something that should have been comforting. Black holes aren't permanent. They slowly leak energy, Hawking radiation, and over unimaginably vast stretches of time, they evaporate. They shrink. They eventually disappear. You might think, so there's an ending. There's a way out. But here's what that actually means for you. Everything that fell in, every planet, every star, every person, is radiated back out as pure, scrambled, featureless thermal noise. Not atoms, not molecules, not memories or echoes or any recognizable trace. Just heat. Random, meaningless heat. The black hole doesn't release you. It erases you and breathes the energy back into the universe as if you were never more than fuel. The information of what you were, your structure, your pattern, your existence, may be gone forever. Even the universe forgets. Here is the realization that sits at the center of all of this, heavier than any star. We built cathedrals. We wrote symphonies. We sent golden records into space with the sounds of whales and children laughing because we wanted something out there to know we existed. We have split atoms and decoded DNA. and mapped the entire observable universe from a tiny rock orbiting a minor star. And there are objects in this universe that will take all of that. Every achievement, every memory, every molecule of everything we've ever been, and compress it into a point of nothing, from which not even light can carry the story forward. The universe does not hate us. It is so much worse than that. It simply doesn't notice us at all. And somewhere out there, in the dark between galaxies, black holes older than the first stars are still waiting, patient, silent, inevitable, for everything that exists to eventually fall in, including the light.